Los Angeles County Jail can be rough as for a non-affiliate. But I will say, sometimes somebody else ass whooping might teach you a lesson. In fact, interesting Los Angeles County Jail story. My first time in jail back in 2009, I was like 19, 130 pounds. I landed in a blood dorm. It was about 27 Bloods, 7 Crips, probably like 4 or 5 non-affiliates, including OGs, then a couple others maybe. The rest was all Hispanics. Now, being as though it was a dorm full of all young gang members, really, but more Bloods. All the Bloods was together and friendly and had fun. And a lot of times in there, you get close to people based on whatever bunk they put you on. Like, they put you on a bunk next to somebody, y'all gonna tend to talk and try to make your time comfortable. That being said, there was a couple non-affiliates in there. And one of them had a bunk with my boy from Bounty Hunters, can't remember his name. They used to, like, joke, play, and the Bloods used to pick on this non-affiliate. Like, sometimes they jokes went too far. And the sex play, they were sex playing the hell out of dudes in there. In fact, I hear in some dorms, that's like low-key their first test. However, I guess the non-affiliate, he was fed up with it. He like, man, y'all, he demanded his respect. And the Blood's like, what? What, you want to get out? He like, man, I'm just trying to keep it cool. Like, what, you want to get out? Like, yeah. So he go back to the back, they rack the bunks. He get ran by like 7 dudes. By the end of it, he looking like Will Smith with the allergic reaction in Hitch. But it was cool. After like watching that go down, they didn't mess with him like that no more. They knew he was willing to fight. There was another non-affiliate that didn't do that same thing. And it got to the point where they was tying him up and spanking him with shower shoes. They say they put some peanut butter in some crevices, but I don't know. I was in court that day. That happens with like Bloods, Crips, and I'm not saying like only Bloods, because I didn't heard about Crips doing the same thing. In fact, I think I told a story about this one dude that mysteriously stopped banging when he got to that dorm and got pressed, and they put him on bunk status. This dude was on bunk status, meaning they told him he couldn't get off his bunk. He had to ask for permission to go use the restroom. You had to ask permission from other gang members that maybe even younger than you to go use the restroom. Damn, I wonder, did he get out, get a girl, and she like respect him now? It's crazy. This is funny because I knew somebody was gonna say something like this, and that's not what I'm trying to say. However, what I realized, throughout all races, creeds, and the dominations of gang members, stuff like that tends to happen. There's certain things like that I personally wouldn't do. However, sometimes dudes be wanting to show like ultimate disrespect. Like, I know you heard what they did to the dude that killed Nipsey, or what they say they did to him on the bus. Typically, when somebody's pack or group in there gets big enough where they can like scare people, a lot of times they start taking advantage of the situation and doing stuff that they wouldn't do otherwise. But then again, with that particular situation, they just wanted to humiliate that guy. I'm glad you asked me this, because like, he held his own. In them situations, a lot of people don't technically want to win fades. It was 27 of them dudes. They just was gonna keep throwing people in the ring. Held his own too good from the first dude. More of a reason why he got the next 6. Hey, leave it to it to fuck some shit up. In fact, interesting Los Angeles County Jail story. My first time in Los Angeles County jails in 09. Well, 08, 09-ish. And being as though around that time, we used to have something where we call it text messages. Basically, you know, when you're trying to get the collect call, they're like, you have a call from, and you're supposed to say your name. You have a call from, baby, put some money on the phone. Baby, I love you. Answer the phone, I'm sorry. We used to call those text messages. But then people started just like putting any numbers and seeing if you get a collect call, and if somebody accept the collect call. And if they accept the collect call, you can either try to crack them, like if it's a female, or just try to get them to do a 3-way. In 09, I found somebody, I cracked one. Boom, we getting 3 ways. Well, I'm getting 3 ways. It was like some older lady, she just was trying to be nice. So me, you know, I'm not an idiot. I didn't waste it. I do it only when I really need it. But I thought I was going home, so I gave the number to one of the homies. When I say by the time I came back from court, that lady wasn't answering that phone no more. This dude was trying to get her to put money on his books and some more stuff. Bro, this is for 3 ways. It's like sometimes you gotta keep the game to yourself. Like that reminds me, I think it was back in 2013 or 14 in South, we had like opportunities to go talk to the chaplain, and the chaplain will give you a free phone call if it's like an emergency. But people came up with a way to just get straight to the phone call. So, people getting hours on hours of phone time at a day. But it's only certain people because you can't tell that to everybody. Like I say, leave it to F something up. All it took was one dude to get the information and call his girl that wasn't answering none of the collect calls. Bro, she was done with you. Female dog, why you ain't answering the phone? When I get out, I'm gonna beat the dog. Needless to say, she called up there like, I don't know how he's calling me, but he calling me from this number. Figure it out. I'm scared. Bro, you just punched out 1,600 million enemies, but you soft on this, messed up the whole play. Hey, I just seen some meds, some Zoloft, I guess, for depression, and I was asking questions about it. And that remind me, interesting prison fact. Well, more county jail fact. In county jail, a lot of people be abusing the psych meds. Like people will go to the psych part of the thing and get diagnosed with different psych meds, or buy the psych meds from the legitimate people that get them legitimate. And it's funny because after being in there for like a year, 2 years, at one point you're gonna see the commercial. If you took Ruspertol and got gynecomastia when men have breasts, call this number. Like, hey bro, they talking about you. Cause if that ain't them pills, boy, you more push-ups. But anyway, some people get on them because you're so stressed out, you wanna just sleep your time off. And sometimes you take them pills and 12 hours later, you wake up like, what the hell? Oh, time to eat. And then boom, back to sleep. But if you take them pills too long, you go crazy. Like, you end up really needing them. Outside of the fact that you probably gonna get some big old 80s.